Hello, dear ones. Welcome to the Dream Lab, a safe, inspiring place for you and God to dream without limits what you most desire to be, do, and have in your life right now. Every episode, I hold space for you to be irreplaceably you, to explore your unique design and discover your dreams as a reflection of God's heart for the world around you. I am your host, your guide, your encourager-in-chief, Christina B. Come on in to the Dream Lab. Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to another episode of the Dream Lab podcast. In last week's episode, I walked you through the very first journaling homework assignment in the Dream Lab workshop, which was all about looking back over your life to see how far you've come. In that episode, I didn't mention it probably would be really cool if you just grabbed a friend or a family member that you're really close with to do this exercise together. Because when I did this with friends, when I would go through each and every question with them, and I would ask for more detail, and I would ask probing questions to mine their story for the gold inside of it. I would just wanted to know the backstory. And this process was so precious each and every time. Like, I'm a genuinely curious person anyway, but to have dear friends trust me with the vulnerable details of their heart and life stories was so humbling. So, anyway, all that to say, if you journal the answers to these questions, please go back and ask a friend to do it with you, because the question and answer exchange after is super helpful to have someone with you. So in the questioning, when I would go through this with friends, they would inevitably come to a deeper revelation of their own heart and of God's love for them. And oftentimes I would see patterns that they couldn't, which was super revelatory for them as well, because they would say, "Oh, I didn't see that pattern in my answers." If you did the journaling episode with a friend, if you thought of that without me saying it in the last episode, then here's your chance to go back and ask your friend some probing questions, just like I did with each and every Dream Lab workshop participant. So when you are going through these answers with your buddy, it is a really good opportunity for each of you to practice being fully in the present moment and grounded in your body. Like you're not anywhere else. You are right there with your friend, fully in the present moment. You're not in your mind thinking about your to-do list for tomorrow. You're not thinking about how hungry you are or how tired you are. You are right there with them as they're sharing the answers to their questions. This is also a really good opportunity for each of you to practice listening without speaking and without judgment. Because when you are listening, you're not speaking. And when you are listening, you are not inside your head trying to formulate a really cool response or a cool story from your own life about something that they just said. When you go through this process with a friend, it's also a good opportunity for each of you to ask brief, clarifying questions to get to know your friend's heart more fully. And it's a good opportunity for you to learn how to reflect back what you hear without giving advice. Something like, if they give you an answer, "This is what I heard. Is that correct?" And it's just a way to confirm that you were listening and that you heard what they were saying. And this is also a really good opportunity for each of you to practice being vulnerable. It's hard to be vulnerable sometimes, but when someone is fully present with you in the moment and they can confirm that you are being heard and you are being seen, then it's easier. It's a lot easier to be vulnerable when you know the person loves you and you are seen and heard, and your feelings and all of the information that you're sharing is being valued and validated. So as you go back and review the answers to these questions with your friend, the things that you were to journal and ask yourself were, what stands out to you? Did any answers surprise you? Did you experience any emotions as you wrote? And what were the recurring themes or patterns, if you saw any? And what might those patterns and themes reveal to you about God and who God made you to be in your life right now? We are now going to transition to the second homework assignment for you to journal, and there will be a list of questions, and those are all designed for you to look at the here and now. So we've looked back at your life as a child and adolescent, and now we're going to look at the here and now because, after all, you're not the same person that you were when you were growing up. You've grown, you've matured, your personality and your faith have probably evolved, you've been shaped by life experiences. All of these questions, think of these as right now, today, whatever your answer would be. As we did in the last journaling exercise, I am recommending that you journal with your hand. Like, get a notebook, just get a dedicated notebook and some pens and maybe some colored markers or whatever. I'll refresh the reasons for you here, but journaling with your hand has a calming effect. It uses more of your brain. It inspires more creativity and insights. It connects your heart to your emotions. And most importantly, in today's fast paced world and hurry, 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 fast, 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 it forces you to slow down because your hand can't write as fast as you think. So you can actually slow down your body, slow down your mind, and think. And I think it will. I know that the people who I've taken through the Dream Lab workshop in the past who have actually listened to my advice and handwritten the exercises, it takes them more time, yes, but they connect with themselves and with God on a much deeper level. So the instructions for this assignment are: you're going to ponder each question from the perspective of who you are in your life right now. Write down the first thing that comes to your mind. You can write phrases, bullet points, sentences. You can write paragraphs or narratives. It doesn't matter. Be as thorough as you can without spending a lot of time deliberating, or is that really what I want to write? Like, just go with your first instinct. As in the last exercise, in this one, you're also going to get comfortable asking why, because the why reveals meaningful truths. You're also going to just be mindful, just be fully aware of your own body and your own emotions right now, and make a note as you journal if there are emotions coming up for you. Are you smiling? Are you happy? Are you sad? Like, as you write particular answers, are you feeling certain emotions? Are certain thoughts popping into your mind as you write? Are you feeling any sensations in your body, like butterflies in your tummy or a lump in your throat? If an answer to a question doesn't come, skip it for the moment and then go back to it. And you'll notice a pattern in the questions. I know there's a lot, but I ask the same questions in different ways because if it doesn't come to you in one question, the answer will often come in another. And so it's kind of a way to like short circuit your brain a little bit to get to the same information, but in a different way. And like the last journaling exercise, we are going to start by taking a few deep breaths and just getting calm and allowing our body to relax. So if you're driving, please hit the pause button and then come back to this part of the podcast at a later time. So close your eyes right now and get into a comfortable seated position and just take a few deep and relaxed breaths in, and I'll count for you. And as you breathe in, I want you to invite God into this process with you. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just breathe normally, but be very intentional to try to fill up each part of your lungs. Visualize each part of your lungs expanding completely. Make sure you're breathing deep down into your belly. And each time you exhale, I just want you to consciously focus on every muscle in your body relaxing. Feel the muscles in your neck relax. Feel the muscles in your jaw relax. I want you to focus your attention right now on the chair underneath you and the floor underneath your feet. And just keep breathing normally. Get super relaxed and peaceful. Be fully in this present moment and just feel the tension leave your body. And then God said, "Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and all the wild animals, and over all the creatures that move along the ground." So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day. In the beginning, God created. In the beginning, God created you. Woven into the fabric of your being is the very DNA of the true and living uncreated Creator who made all things. Before the foundations of the earth were laid, you existed in perfect love. And you bore the image of your Maker to love and to be loved. Before God formed you and wove you together in your mother's womb, before a single hair on your head grew, God knew you. Before even one of your days on this earth came to be, God set you apart. God knew you, and you knew God. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you, and before you were born, I consecrated you. You were created in the image of your Creator. Create in that passage means to create, shape, form, fashion, to create new conditions and circumstances, to create transformations, to create something new. Take another deep breath in and exhale slowly. Then the Lord God formed man of the dust from the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living being. You are not the same person right now that you were in the past. You've grown, you've matured, and your personality and faith have been shaped by your life's experiences. As you ponder each question, think about the here and now, who you are right now today. What 3 things do you love about yourself and why? Look into the mirror and say them to yourself. What subjects or issues in life captivate you the most right now and why? List 3 skills or abilities that come easily to you. Why do you think they come easily to you? What unique skills or abilities or qualities do others affirm in you? Ask 3 of your friends and write down what they say, and be sure to ask them why. What do your closest, most trusted friends or family members think that you should be doing right now? Ask 3 people and write down what they say, and be sure to ask them why. I know you're probably going to get sick of me saying the question why. What do you think you should be doing? Do your answers match what others have said? Why or why not? What do you seem to have a limitless capacity to do? What can you accomplish effortlessly and why? This is like recognizing our own genius, because sometimes things that come so easy to us, we think it comes easy to everybody and it really doesn't. So this is where it might be helpful to have a friend doing the questions with you. What are your favorite books, movies, and TV shows right now and why? What are the themes among those? Who do you admire in the world and why? Who in the Bible do you relate most to and why? What do you do for a living right now and why? Why did you choose it? Does your job or career meet your financial needs? Does it allow you to achieve your financial goals? Does your job or career give you energy or does it deplete you of energy? Does it expand you and challenge you to grow? Does it use your gifts and talents? Are you fulfilled and satisfied in other areas of your life right now, like relationships, health, wellness, fun, adventure, finances, living your purpose, etc.? Why or why not? At this moment in your life, what is your outlook for your future? What issues or people groups trigger your compassion and why? For example, orphans, elderly, poverty, sickness and disease, human trafficking, things like that. How do you spend your spare time? Who or what are you doing it for and why? What do you love doing in your spare time for fun? Do you have any hobbies? How much time have you spent in the past week or month doing those fun things? Close your eyes and take a deep breath and answer this question. Who am I? Look at your internet bookmarks, Instagram, X feeds, blogs, Pinterest boards, things like that, and list the kinds of accounts that you follow and why. Is there a pattern in the profiles you follow on social media? What do you long for most in your life right now and why? Where and when do you feel most alive and why? And with whom are you spending time when you feel most alive? In what areas of your life are you organized and on top of your game and why? In what areas are you most disorganized and why? What do you have a burning desire to do or to be and why? What kind of environment do you love to be in and why? What kind of people do you love to be around and why? What ideas occupy your mind and why? Do you think of starting a business or running for a local office? Do you dream of becoming a parent or learning a new language? Do you daydream of traveling to a foreign country for a vacation and making an adventure? If you were to write the screenplay of your life to be made into a movie, what story would you tell about your life from this day forward? How would you want your life to unfold? How would you want your story to end and why? Who is important to you and why? What burdens you? What issues in your own life or in the world can you not bear any longer and why? Who is your role model and why? What is critical to your happiness and well being and why? What frustrates you and why? What makes you angry and why? In your immediate community and in the world? Are there any areas of your life where you feel trapped or held back? Why do you think that is? What in your life worries you and why? What in the world worries you? What news articles grab your attention and why? What is your area of greatest discontent right now and why? What is your area of greatest content right now and why? What is God revealing to you about Himself right now and why might that be? If this was the last year of your life, how would you spend your time and why? How do you define success and why? Does society's definition or formula for success match yours? Why or why not? How do you self sabotage and why? If someone spent the day with you, how would he or she be changed? What would they take away? What do you feel you were born to tell or show the world, and why? Describe a childhood pursuit that is still with you today. Why do you still love it? Are you happy with what you're doing for a living right now? Rate on a scale of 1 to 10, and you can't use 5 or 7. Why did you score it the way you did? If you could do anything and know that you would not fail, what would you do and why? What activities are you doing in your life right now because you think you should, things other people might expect of you, and why? Look at your personal space at home and at your office at work. What items fill these spaces that may reflect what is important to you and why? And I'll give you an example of that from my own life. I hold on to sentimental things. I have my baby doll cradle from when I was a little girl. I have a couple of outfits of mine from when I was a baby. I have cards that my mom wrote me. I hang on to the sentimental things, and those kinds of things fill my space. How do you spend your energy and why? Does this reflect what is most important to you? What are the top 3 things that you spend your money on and why? Does this reflect what is most important to you? If your life were complete, not lacking anything, what would it look like? Write several bullet points or sentences to describe your ideal, not lacking anything life in the areas of vocation, finances, relationships, health, fun, and legacy. Looking back over your answers to these questions, what do you love about your life right now and why? What might you need to let go of right now to make room for pursuing new things? Now, if you've chosen to do these questions with a friend, which I highly recommend, you are going to finish journaling and then you're going to get with your friend and you're going to review the answers to look for patterns. You're going to look for themes that keep popping up in different answers. You're going to make note of any answers that surprised you. You're going to make note of things that stood out to you as new information or surprising. You are going to look for any emotions, like make note of any emotions that you may have felt as you were writing the answers to all of these questions. Your other piece of homework is to continue setting an alarm on your phone for several times a day to just pause and do some of this deep breathing. And if you can't meditate, that's okay. But even if you just did the 4x4 breathing, where you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4, or even if you just focused on the sound of your breath going in and going out, focusing on the chair you're sitting on and the floor underneath your feet, anything that would anchor you into the present moment several times a day is actually going to be really helpful. It helps to bring a sense of calm to your body and to your central nervous system. And it helps you to just be still and quiet in a very hurried and chaotic world. And that is all we have for today's episode. So this is another short one. Be sure to go back and listen to the past episodes because each episode is building upon the prior one. And until next time, bye for now.